What is up, YouTube? It is your boy John here from Puma Plow playing some more Farming Simulator 22. We're back on Elm Creek Forest by Stevie. Let's get to it. Kimmy? There's a Kimmy? Well, maybe.
Hello.
There you are. What's up?
Not much.
I just realized my stream was playing on my on my end. Oh no.
Yeah, I had two Johns.
You know, that would be the worst thing ever. Yeah.
It's like an echo.
Echo.
Are the combines still over there where the soybeans?
So it looks like our combines are up at field 30.
Yeah, I see that.
Which is where the soybeans are that need to be harvested today. So some stuff has happened on this map apparently since the other day. I guess most of the straw has been picked up.
Oh, cool.
Well,
Farmberry's been working, huh?
Yeah, I guess 30 or 29's probably done. Yeah, 29 is done clean, and then there's actually two of them out here working on what is it, 31. So that's being worked on, and I don't know what else has been done. I think like some fertilizer and lime and stuff like that has been done. So not a huge deal, but let's go teleport up to 30, and let's see what's going on up here. So let's see. We probably need more than 3 combines for this field, right?
Yeah. It's a decent sized field. I mean, it's not super huge. Not like 32.
Yeah. All right. So here's what we'll do. I'll get this guy going on course play. And then we can run our combines as well. Let's see, 30. That one. No combine or no auger wagons. So they're all fired. So that's why. Not on auto drive yet. So. All right, we're gonna tell that guy to go. So Kimmy, if you want to start on the north side of the field.
Sure.
This dude's gonna do 2 outside passes for us, and then he's gonna start on the bottom of the field working north. So if we go up north, everything will be peachy. Couple trucks going here. Just gotta start the whole circus up, as I like to call it, or the rodeo. Gotta love that. Main homes. Okay, that one's already set up. I just don't know how many trucks we need, but that's all right. More trucks, more better, right?
Sure.
It's kind of like last night with Satisfactory. More trains, more better.
All right, am I going the right way for north? I don't know north and south.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are. Well, north is at the top of your screen.
Well, that's what I thought, but...
But if you're looking south, then you're in trouble. Oh, goodness. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a like a compass across the top of your screen, like in a lot of games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, those games that you play, those survivor type games that you play and it
Like
tells
Rust?
you to go north. Nah, I can't play those.
You can't do that, huh?
No.
Do you play Rust?
I'm directionally challenged.
I know, but you play
terribly.
Rust.
Yeah. But I get lost a lot in Rust. Trust me.
Hey, you know the first time I played Minecraft? Okay, and I'm talking, this is Xbox 360 days, right?
Uh-huh.
First time I played Minecraft, I built this little house, and it was a nice little, it wasn't much of a house, but I was off adventuring, and I died. Now, keep in mind, the original house that I built, I pretty much built it right where I spawned, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was off adventuring, like, just around the corner from my house, and I died. And I respawned, because I didn't have a bed. I didn't know anything about putting down a bed, you know.
Right.
And so I respawned just in the world, but I couldn't find my house, so I just built another one. And I was like, man, this is going to get old. Every time I die, I got to build a new house. And then it was like probably 50 hours of gameplay later, I was off adventuring again. And I'll be darned, I found my old house.
Found your first house.
Yep. I sure did. You don't need to do an outside pass here. That auto drive guy is going to do it.
Oh, okay.
Or course play guy.
Fine.
You just want to set your GPS on 50 and just drive. He'll be around eventually. But yeah, I was so shocked that day when I was like, "What? That's my house."
How did you finally figure out that you could put
Like,
a
build
bed down and?
I don't remember. I think I might have watched like some YouTube or something maybe. Because before I played Minecraft on 360, like I had never watched the game or never seen the game or anything.
Yeah.
You know, actually it was my nephew, that same nephew that introduced me to Farm Sim, and yeah, he was also a Minecraft guy. Adam, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. But yeah, I don't remember. And actually, the first time I saw Minecraft, I was like, this game's dumb. Because my nephew had it on 360, because it had just come out on 360. And he's like, well, this game's been around forever on PC, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, this game's dumb. And then I downloaded the demo. And that was a Saturday night. So after I left my brother's house, because we were there for our weekly game night, I came home, downloaded the demo. I was like, I'm just going to give this a try. It can't be that bad, right? And then I don't know if I slept that night, because I ended up buying Minecraft eventually after like a little while playing the demo.
Right.
And I don't know that I might have slept a couple hours. And then the next day at the farm, I was telling my brother about it, and he's like, well, that kind of sounds like fun. I was like, yeah, it's stupid, but it's fun. And then we went to his house and we played split screen for like 5 hours on a Sunday night. Like, it got late on us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, come to find out, he ended up buying it. And then we played so much Minecraft on Xbox back in the day. But it was fun. It was a good time.
Clicking left on my screen is not working for me today.
You're doing what?
Like I left click on
left click for what?
Or right click on the screen to get that other box up so I can set my for my
push your mouse wheel in.
Aha.
Yeah. The right click might be disabled for course play.
Default 30 parking.
Parking, yes. Actually, good idea, because I need to change mine too. Mr. Jeff, what's going on? How are you today? Actually, a little pro tip here, Kimmy, if you're ever not sure if you got it on the right one, if you don't have it on the right one, it'll say there's no, like, the big, it'll yell at you.
Oh, okay.
So if you get it on the right one, then that goes away, because there are vehicles on that same one. All right, so Buddy's down in the corner. So yeah, if we just pitter patter back and forth, he's gonna go around the field twice first. So
okay,
he'll be just fine. Oh yeah, can't wait to get to those sugar beets, right?
Sugar beets. What do you got sugar beets planted on?
36.
Ah, sure.
We might have to run the carts for that field. Jeff, we're doing well. Yeah, we might have to run the carts for that field. We could course play the harvesters and then run the carts, because we could run faster. And maybe use those other wagons too.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be a lot of sugar beets down on 36. 36 is and the problem with 36 is how long it is.
Long it is, yeah. Because even though you got that oversized
harvester
thing, they probably will fill before they get to the end.
Most likely, yeah. Wouldn't surprise me anyway. And to be honest, I guess, like, we probably should change on this map, and instead of throwing millions of liters into factories, we should probably start just selling stuff, right?
Yeah, because I mean, how many more times are you gonna play this game before 25 comes
You're
out?
not. I mean, yeah.
'Cause, I mean,
So
it's like Matt, he was telling Phil Sunday, like we've only got 2 more times on this map before 25 comes out, and then we're done.
So I got 3 more Tuesdays, basically.
Okay.
Three more Tuesdays.
And 2 Saturdays?
And
3
then
Saturdays.
the 19th, the 26th, and the 2nd. Well, and technically the 9th. But we got Saturday still.
Okay.
I think Matt's jumping off farms. I think he's taking that weekend off before it comes out.
Yeah, I think he is too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't plan on doing that, so yeah. That, or I just play a bunch of, like, try to finish Satisfactory that weekend and not farm on a Saturday. Maybe that's what I do, actually, is just play something else.
Yeah. Either that or SnowRunner. I mean, or split it up. Part SnowRunner, part Satisfactory.
Yeah, we could do that too. Because here's the thing. Once this game's in early access, there's not going to be anybody watching somebody playing 22 still. Let's be real.
I have sworn that I will not watch unless by some miracle you get early access. I will not watch anybody play early access.
I think the Pope himself might have to get involved at this point, you know?
I want to be surprised. I want to...
Yeah, I do too. I want to experience it for the first time.
Right.
I want to experience it with chat. And like, I'm not going to watch anything. The only thing I might do is, like, scroll through their website if that comes out before launch day, where they have, like, all the equipment. But even that I might not do until launch day. So, or just go in the game and do it through the shop. Because, yeah, I want to experience it, like, here, live. Do you still have your auger out or no?
No.
I'm going to cycle mine so I get that wagon right there and I don't have to wait for one to come from the other side of the world. A novel idea.
Well, I did it.
What? Did you get straw on the grounds?
Yes. I forgot.
Can't have anything nice.
I know.
That was my mother's favorite saying.
The Roman come by and pick it up.
It's fine. I'm not worried. I mean, technically, like, all this straw, I know the thing is Dan wants to fill that building up north. And I'm on board. I'm on board with it. I think it's funny. I don't know what we have 60.5 million straw right now.
Oh my, yeah, we probably could sell some straw. Let's look at our money situation. It's going down again.
We're kind of poor.
It's not good.
But we have stuff to sell.
Yeah.
We just haven't done it. That's all.
How cool is it at your place today?
In this room or outside?
Outside.
I say it's 67 in this room right now. And I'm all right with that. And I don't think the air conditioning ran but for, like, I don't know, a minute earlier.
Oh, my air conditioning hasn't come on because it's like 50 something outside. That's all we're supposed to get up to today is like 58.
So it's currently 54. Forecasted for 59 today.
Yeah.
Man, 62 chilly tomorrow. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, it's chilly. It's supposed to get down into the 30s tonight. Oh, I'm here for it.
Oh yeah.
I love the cooler weather.
Yeah. No, definitely. CBM, what's going on, man? How you doing today? We actually have a freeze. Well, I don't know when that's.
Warning?
Yeah, they talked about that, but I don't see it now.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be anywhere near freezing for a few more days.
Unless that was for this morning. I'm not sure. Sure. We got, so the highest temperature that I see on the next 10 days is like 78. So, like, I'm here for this weather.
Yeah, I don't even think mine.
Yeah, lows in the 40s, 50s, upper 30s, like tonight, 37 tonight. I'm so here for this. Bring it on. And actually, let's see, what are we out from our pumpkin party? Is it 2 weeks from, let's see, Sunday? It's the 26th, isn't it? 27th? Yeah. 27th is our pumpkin party. So, you know, we kind of don't mind a frost right before the pumpkin party because then the vines all die back and you can actually see the pumpkins.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes picking pumpkins a lot easier for everybody. And gourds and, yeah, makes life a lot easier for everybody. But we've had some times where we don't get a frost till after our party. And that's fine too. Either way is good. And then we've had times where we get like an early frost. And,
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know, do you know about like saving a plant if you get frost? Do you know how to do that?
No.
So it's not the actual cold temperature and it's not the actual like frost per se that kills a plant. It's when there is frost on that leaf and the sun hits it. Okay.
Yeah.
So what you gotta do if you want to say save a pumpkin patch from an early frost is you have to be there before the sun comes up. And you take a garden hose and you just water them. Basically, you wash all the frost off with the water.
Right.
Because the water is flowing water, so of course it's water. It's warmer than the frost. It's like 40-degree water, so it'll melt that ice or the frost, you know.
Yeah.
And you can save your plants that way. So we've done that before too. I think it was the only time I've ever seen the sunrise at the farm was that 1 year to save the pumpkins. Otherwise, I don't think I've ever been down there for a sunrise before or after that.
Yeah.
Because that's way too early. Although, in fairness, Sunday I was up before the sun was, so yeah. That's all right. Oh, here comes our other combine finally around the corner here. Well, somebody left a skipper when they planted here. Shame.
I don't remember if I helped plant this field or not.
Yeah, it's been like a week. I don't know. I don't know who planted what. I have no idea.
I remember I had a hand on 32 planting.
Yeah, I think you and Harry planted that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys planted that while I was over planting taters in 40.
Correct.
If I recall, yeah. We have a lot of canola planted for next year.
That's good, though.
Yeah, we can sell it. Well, because, I mean, realistically, if we look at our factories, and I hadn't thought about this till literally right now, but if we look at our factories, like, okay, the flour mill, or not the flour mill, the bakery's got 1 million liters of sugar and 1 million liters of flour. That's going to take forever to run through the system.
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
So maybe today's the day we need to turn everything off of distributing. Anything that's on distributing needs to go off distributing, like the flour.
Mm-hmm.
Just because why the butter can stay on distributing because there is no butter ever. But basically, because why leave it on distributing at this point? You know, we are looking towards the end of the map, so.
True.
We have almost 10 million liters of liquid and solid fertilizer.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's so much money.
That will not get used.
No, that is so much money. All right, the flour needs to go off of distributing. We could probably just sell the flour, but we're gonna be running a lot of loads of pallets at some point. Miss Walker, what's going on? How are you? Welcome on in. Okay, the strawberries I'll leave on distributing because why not? I'm not messing with all the greenhouses. There's too many to change. Way too many to change. And the carrots, I'm not gonna mess with those either. So not gonna mess with those at the greenhouses. Let's see. Metal. It's fine. Sugar is another one. We need to change that and this. Okay. Oil. Well, honestly, oil's probably another one. Well, we're still not making the other oils. Go ahead and turn those back on, I guess. I know.
Do we have more than one auger wagon down here?
We have like several, yeah. You need me to put my pipe away?
Well, I've only seen one, and we seem to be kind of sharing him.
Oh, are we at the end of the field yet?
It's close.
Okay, I'm
well,
changing
you're closer
factories.
than I am. You're fine.
All right, I'll end up in the tree line. It's okay. Okay, all of that. This is fine. That's fine. Pig food we don't actually have. Why is there no... Are our sheep hungry again, I bet? But we didn't feed our sheep, did we? Yeah, we didn't feed our sheep.
Wow.
I was like,
They're
why
probably
is it
pretty skinny by now.
Why is there no wool in the...
And the horses are starving.
Yeah, they've been starving. You got an auger wagon. Just entered this pass. So, if you want this guy, you can cycle your pipe.
I don't know if he'll come to me because I'm like 85% full now.
Yeah, he'll start to follow you anyway. You're closer to him than you are the other guys. Yep, he's moving towards you right now. Or he will be in a second. There he goes. Right, Tomcat, but like not running, you know? The farmer, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Our horses don't run really fast at all. You know, they're kind of stationary and they're kind of gonna like blow away in the wind because we fed them literally one time. Whoopsie. Farmer, I'm doing awesome, man. It's a beautiful day outside. We got a little bit of cloud cover going on, which to me, a perfectly blue sky day is kind of boring. I want some clouds to look at. I'm a big cloud guy, you know? Just saying. Like, there's clear blue sky. Skies are boring. Anyway, all I got to say about that. No tinfoil hat or anything. Just seriously, it's kind of boring. That's all. Do what? Sorry.
He's gonna. I gotta stop and.
Yeah.
Because I'm like 99% full.
Oh dang. Oh dang. Now see, I believe the 2 combine thing's working, or the 2 auger wagon thing's working. Cause
yeah, he's come. There's another one on the way down, but.
Yep. So I'm only 15% starting this next pass, but I'm gonna throw my auger out right away, just so that another one gets moving this way, or maybe 2. Although I think we have one. Okay, you're not stuck, but you sure look like it. So we'll just send you around the thing. All right. Oh, I pulled a Kimmy.
Yeah.
Here, here. You know what?
Get the Roomba out.
Like it never even happened.
The Roomba cleaned it up.
It never happened, chat. It was a figment of your imagination. I mean, you watch Larson Farms, right?
Yes.
Did you see where they had the engine pulled out of the combine?
Yeah, did you see that hole in it? Oh, my God.
And then I saw, so Chat's mom, Amy, she posts videos too on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I seen one. I think it's the last one that she posted about them being in the
dryer shack.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so in that video, Doug did say that it was warranty.
Oh, well, that's good.
So that's good. So they don't have to pay for a dime of it. Saves
Can
them
you
a lot.
imagine the noise? I mean,
when that thing let go.
Brody, yeah, when Brody explained it, you know what it sounded like?
Yeah.
He didn't do it justice because I can imagine the sound.
The fact that it was still running, though.
Yeah, yeah. That was, yeah.
That's pretty bad. But,
Yeah,
I mean, it
'cause
makes sense.
There was no oil in it. No.
Well, it would stop running eventually.
Yeah, sooner or later. I think I'm gonna go up here and cut another land.
That's fine. Sunny 45. Let's go. No, it wasn't the driver's fault. There was oil in the engine. I mean, what else can the driver do? I don't know if they don't know what happened because there was so much carnage. It's hard to tell what happened first.
Yeah, there was a lot of carnage.
Yeah, if it's the, did the rod let go? Did the rod bearing who knows? You just don't know what happened. Like, it could have been just like the pin that holds the rod to the piston let go. I mean, it was so catastrophic that.
Yeah, well, there was like, what, 3 holes in it? I mean, there was a huge one, and then there was one that looked like it was close up to where the oil filter goes.
Yep.
And I know they said there was a hole in the oil pan.
Oh, there was a huge chunk of the oil pan missing.
There was just, yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering if it broke on the top end of the piston, like the top of the rod, because then the rod was just in there slinging around, and that would make holes.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I'm not an engine expert.
They had that engine out of that thing in like 4 or 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was kind of surprising.
It was impressive. That guy must have been good at his job.
In the field, that's.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's.
Well, they had plenty of room to lay out all those shields, so.
Oh yeah.
Crazy how many shields are on that combine around the engine.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
But yeah. It was quite a video. So can't wait to see the new one go back in. I know that happened on a Thursday. They took it out on a Friday. I want to say they put the new one in on a Saturday, and the combine was harvesting Sunday, I believe, or maybe Monday.
Wow.
But that's impressive.
Yeah, well, they said that combine only had like 360 hours on it.
Yeah.
So it was a fairly new combine.
Brand new machine.
Well, it just goes to show you never know.
It happens. It definitely can happen. But yeah, it was something catastrophic. I mean, I had a nothing compared at all to what they went through. But when I bought my walk-behind lawnmower, it's got spindles that they like hold your blade, right? And like your belt on top drives on top of your deck. One of those spindles was junk. It was a brand new machine. It had just come in from the factory even. It hadn't sat around very long, and I fired that thing up. We had it here at the house, and I fired that thing up in the backyard, and I was like, there's not supposed to be large quantities of smoke coming out from underneath this thing. And I called Dad, and I said, because, Dad's the one that sold it to me, basically. I mean, and I said, Pops, who put this more together at the shop? And he goes, why? The guys did. And I was like, yeah, huh? Did they run it? And he goes, well, yeah, they run everything. And I was like, okay.
Are you sure?
I said, well, I'm coming to get my old, we had this other snapper walk behind for a little while. And I said, well, I'm coming to get that thing because this one's junk. He's like, what? So I was like, well, spindle's locked up. Needless to say, I didn't see a bill on that because it was definitely warranty. And especially when your dad's the guy that writes the warranties, well,
Yeah.
You get it taken care of course. I mean, the lawnmower had like literally an hour on it. It was brand new. And yeah, junk. And then it was funny, the factory rep for this area, for the St. Louis area at the time, this happened like a week before like a home show. And I'd known the factory rep forever. And well, he had heard that like that was my machine, and he was so apologetic and upset about that, like we had to go through that and stuff. It was kind of funny, but he was a nice guy, super nice guy. So it made sense.
Did they fix it or just replace it?
I believe the whole spindle got replaced. On some of those, I know you can replace like bearings inside there. On that one, I don't know. But I believe that the whole thing got replaced, and possibly maybe the belt too, because the belt was half smoked. Because, like I said, there was copious amounts of smoke coming out from underneath the lawnmower. It's like, something's not right here.
Yeah, that's a...
But after that, we never had another problem with it. And, I mean, I only had... What did we have on that lawnmower when we sold? Like 850 hours?
That's not bad.
Something like that. Well, you see, what happened was I was using that thing to mow everything. And I had slowed down at this point and gotten rid of a bunch of my yards and basically gone down to, like, you know, my yard, Casey's yard, my sister's yard. And for a while we had like one other one, but I just wanted to slow down on that so I could focus more on this. And well, then that one time I like hurt my wrist or something, because that was a pistol grip. So it's all about the hands. You had to like squeeze your hands to like turn the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had hurt my hand or something. It was just bothering me. It was super sore. And I was like, Pops, can we, you know, can we like use the zero turn? And he was like, well, yeah. So once we started using the zero turn to mow here in town, it's like, you know, we're going from a 34-inch or 36-inch walk behind to a 60-inch zero turn. Well, we could get done so much faster. And we're like, why are we messing with the little tiny lawnmower when we have the big lawnmower? And at that time, we were storing it at the farm anyway, so we'd have to go to the farm to get it. It's like, well, we might as well just bring the big lawnmower in and get the job done, you know? And we never looked back after that. And basically, the old walk behind would sit for a long time there. It sat in Casey's garage. And we would use it like basically once a year to mulch up leaves, and that was it. So, yeah. But now it's a daily driver for a guy. He's out mowing, making money with it. So,
Well, that's good.
that's good. Yeah, we passed it on, let it go. I mean, we came out pretty good on the whole deal because the price of lawnmowers have gone up over the years. So, yeah. I think, I forget what we figured out, like the price that we bought it at, the price that we sold it at, and then like for how many years we owned it. And it was only like $50 a year or something we
Oh, wow.
like spent,
Yeah.
quote unquote. So, and obviously I made more than $50 a year with that lawnmower when I was, you know, mowing grass.
I would hope so.
$50, that was like 1 yard. I mean, the truck wouldn't stop for less than like $40 towards the end there, to be honest. Like, I didn't really care what size the yard was. I wasn't stopping for less than $40.
Come on, little dude. Ah.
We have problems.
Well, he doesn't want to follow me.
Oh. Alright. Where you at? He'll turn around. Eventually. You might be full, but he'll turn around. Oh, goodness. All right. So we, no, I'm not going to talk about that. Never mind. I'm going to tell you all about Sunday, but keeping that on the down low. So I will tell y'all, we went to, say hi to Fire Shadow. Fire Shadow, how's it going, man? What's up? No, we went Sunday after the thing we went to. We ended up going to Golden Corral for lunch.
Oh, nice.
Tony, Pops, and I. And I'll tell you what, they have, it's not the best food, but the good thing about there is like everybody can find something that they like, you know?
Right.
And they have, and I used to not eat this. Dad got me to try it one time. The pot roast that they have is actually pretty fire. Like, it's pretty good. So Pops, actually Tony has some too. We cleaned up on the pot roast. We'll just say that much. Oh man, Fire, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. Got that day off today. Let's go, Fire. Yeah, lots of pot roast. It was, and they were pretty busy too. So like everything was fresh. So it was actually pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's when it's really good.
Yeah.
That's when things are fresh.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to go to a buffet when it's slow. Usually not a good idea. Now, somebody did slam a car into a Golden Corral the other day in St. Louis. We did not go to that one.
I remember that. You were on stream when that happened.
I saw a video. There was like a person that got injured and everything, like inside. It was not okay.
That's not good. Yeah, that's not okay.
Yeah. You opened yesterday and you open again tomorrow. Got you fired? What time is it open? Like 4 o'clock in the morning? Hope not. Hope not for your sake. Alright, I think I'm just gonna leave these beans, by the way. Because Buddy's coming around for another outside round, so why harvest what he'll harvest? Let him do it. The course play combine that we have running around. Yeah. Take a bite here, which a lot of this is going to be what he would harvest too, but I don't think he'll quite get. You know what? I'm willing to risk it. Let's go. I think he might get the rest of that. 6 a.m. I got you.
It'll get got sooner or later.
Yeah. I got you, Fire. I got you. Oh, Babs, what's up? How's it going? Good after evening to you. It's evening for him. Yeah, evening. Leave home at 4 a.m.
Oh, goodness. No.
I'm just going to bed at 4 a.m. Well, last night it was like 3. Later than I wanted it to be last night. That's right. That happens. The other night it was like, what time did I finally fall asleep? Like 5? And my alarm was set for 6:30. That kind of hurt.
I bet.
I was like, I might as well just stay up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was not fun, but that's okay, because that nap when we came home from the farm Sunday. Well, first off, when we ended up going to the farm, it was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon by the time we got to go to the farm on Sunday, right? And, well, actually, even before that, when we got home from the thing, and then we took Tony home, or we had lunch, then took Tony home, right? And I came out here to the computer, and I crashed. I fell asleep, like, instantly. And then the wind was blowing so hard, the garage was creaking and carrying on, and it woke me up. And I went in the house, and Dad's like, you ready to go to the farm? And I was like, I guess. I thought I was just going to sleep the rest of the day, but, you know. Whatever.
You had other plans?
Of course. And so we go to the farm, and it's windy as all get out down there, right? It's always windy down there. And we literally accomplished nothing. We have this little table next to our refrigerator. We moved a couple things off of there for Pumpkin Day, you know, because we always like to have that table clean. There's a microwave there. Have that table clean for Pumpkin Day, but like, we moved, I think I took a couple strands of Christmas lights that were on there and just put those in a bucket to, you know, till we go to the scrapper. And that's all we did. We sat there and watched football. That's an hour.
The Cowboys got spanked, didn't they?
Yeah, we were watching that game.
Oh, that was I didn't watch the game, but I seen the score and I'm like, oh, holy camoly.
Yeah, it was bad. But somehow Jerry's rich. I don't understand it, but yeah.
Well, you know, those Dallas Cowboy fans, man, they're diehard fans.
Well, I'm assuming at one time they were good, right? Like,
I think they were back in the late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
When they had what's his face? They had a really good quarterback at one time. I know his name, but I can't think of it.
I don't know his name. Yeah, I don't know. Not Dak Prescott. Yeah, it was it was quite a game to watch, a little bit of it. And then we ended up just like driving around and watching it, looking at like farmers farming. And then we came home.
I'm making a prediction.
Okay.
It's going to be the Yankees
Oh,
and Dodgers.
in the World Series.
Yeah, I have that feeling. Mets won last night, so the Mets and the Dodgers are tied at 1.
Okay.
But the way the Mets played Sunday night was not good. Not good at all.
I haven't watched any of it.
Yeah, so I mean, they had a pitcher out there who's supposed to be their star pitcher, but he hadn't got to pitch all year because he hurt his shoulder and then he hurt his calf. I don't know. But the dude walked 3 batters back to back to back. And I'm like, oh, this ain't good.
The Cowboys were good in the 90s with Emmitt Smith.
No, it was before then. There was a... Jeez, I wish I could remember.
No, I do kind of know what Fire's talking about. That back in like the 90s, yeah, they were good then too. But well, it had to be good at some point to make Stan all his money, or not Stan, Jerry.
Yeah.
I know. See, the thing is, I mentioned Stan Kroenke, and Jerry Jones. They're buddies, and they invest in a bunch of stuff together. Did you know that? Well, Jerry Jones, Stan both. They both own a bunch of sites where Walmarts are built. Because Stan Kroenke's wife is in that is from the Walmart family, I believe. Yeah. What? I don't know what that is. Ranko? I don't know what you're on about, man. An hour. Oh, gotcha, Bells. Okay. Watch that. Didn't know you were broke down or having issues with the truck. Not good. Be safe on the road. Be safe.
I know. I'd just be happy if the Falcons would have one great year. I mean, they did have a great year and went to the Super Bowl and ended up losing.
Yeah.
I never will forget that. That Super Bowl was... I mean, they had that Super Bowl won at halftime, and then, I don't know, everything just fell completely apart.
I don't know who this person is, by the way, you guys were talking about. Hang on. What does he do? Is he like a farmer?
Roger Staubach, that's it. Yeah,
oh, okay.
Roger Staubach. That was the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
I say the man's good. 82 years old, so I'm like, he's not playing football today. No. Like, I'm so confused. Sorry, Jet. Roger the Dodger. Captain Comeback. Oh, he played in the National Football League for 11 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys, and he got the nickname of Captain Comeback.
Wasn't there another one, Brent Starr?
I have no idea. But I would assume... I mean, he played for, what I say, 11 seasons? That's a pretty long time. That is a pretty long time. But yeah, he's 82 years old currently. Interesting. Okay. All right. Interesting. Oh, Leonard must have just lost internet.
Who? Plugger?
Leonard was in here from yesterday in TeamSpeak. Yeah, he must have just lost internet. Or turned off his machine or something. I don't know. I don't know. Interesting. So, like football back in the day, like in the 90s, like we just didn't watch it. I don't remember.
Watch a lot of football in the 90s.
I don't remember really ever seeing it like on TV or anything. Of course, TV coverage probably wasn't anywhere
like
near.
It is now. It wasn't like it is now.
Yeah, but I just don't. Well, plus, like, we didn't have a TV at the farm back then, but we were at the farm every Sunday for like my entire life, basically, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, I was lucky. I had a cousin who loved football, so I got to go to a lot of the Falcons football games.
Oh, I got you.
And I was just a little kid, but I mean, I loved football. And
Gotcha.
Dad being a huge baseball fan, I got to go to the Braves games a lot. So I considered myself pretty fortunate.
I've been to one NFL game, and it was a preseason Rams game. I don't even remember what year that was. It might have been like their last year or year before the last one here in St. Louis. And my brother had free tickets to a box, actually. So we got to go sit in a box with like a mucky muck of like the company my brother works for. And that was kind of something. So.
Well, this is Falcons games were back in the day when when they shared the same stadium with the Braves.
Oh, wow.
Atlanta Fulton County Stadium, yeah. So
Gotcha.
you could get in pretty cheap.
Obviously it might, but have fun with your limp home mode. That sounds like fun.
But I can remember going to Falcons games and Braves games, and the stadium would be just nobody was hardly there.
Yeah.
Not till Hank Aaron started his run for Babe Ruth's record. So then, the attendance started picking up.
Gotcha. We used to go, I can remember a couple times going, okay, this might sound weird. I've never been to a pro sporting event with either of my parents.
Oh, wow.
I've never been to like a baseball game with dad or mom, like when mom was alive, which is kind of weird. I want to get dad to go. Like, I want to go to a baseball game with dad. I think it'd be fun. He enjoys baseball.
I was going to ask you if he liked baseball.
I mean, he'll watch it. He'll watch, especially like if the Cardinals are ever in the playoffs, it's on the TV all the time. He'll watch all of it. But like regular season, no, he doesn't really watch any of it.
Oh.
But I've always wanted to, and he's like, no, I don't want to. He doesn't want to walk is the thing. He's too much walking. And I'm like, we can get you like a, I'm sure if you, there's ways,
Yeah.
There's ways. If you plan out where you're going to sit in the stadium and then which parking garage you park in, like, it wouldn't be that bad. Just saying. Or you just spend the money on the really expensive seats and you walk like 5 feet from outside to underneath.
Oh gosh, Polar Bear was telling me he just for laughs, he checked on seasons tickets for the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Season ticket holders. Now we're talking about the front row seats right there behind the home plate.
Okay.
$9,000.
Wow. That's Canadian dollars. So that's like $5.
Not quite that cheap, but yeah.
That's them penguin bucks,
Dude.
I mean, years ago, I got to go sit in we call them the green seats, because at Busch Stadium, all the seats are red, except for right around home plate. Basically, between your dugouts, I don't know, there's probably 30 rows or something, but between the dugouts, basically, they're the green seats, and they're the ones that, you have a wait staff, and they bring you, there's a menu, but there's no prices on the menu. Everything's included.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, your ticket, like when I got to go to it, it was a $160 ticket. And this has been like 15 years ago. So I can only imagine what that ticket costs today.
Oh, I can imagine, yeah. Probably $250.
Oh, that's easy.
Upwards of $300.
Yeah. And basically, you could go 2 hours before the game. And they had like a full-on restaurant underneath there, like white tablecloths and, cloth napkins. Like, it was fancy, right? Like, I didn't belong there, okay? And you could go 2 hours before the game and eat down in the restaurant. And then they had this big bar in there too, and again, there was no prices on anything at the bar because it was all included. And then you could go out to your seat, and then there was a waiter, waitress, and they had a menu in the cup holders, and it was pretty extensive, the menu, honestly. And every time the waitress would come out, she'd bring you 2 beers if you wanted them. That's before I like drank alcohol, so I didn't have any.
All
right. Farmer, yeah, we're running the X9s 1100s. These are modified. Like, can't get these anywhere. They're modified. I think Left modified these actually. But there were some people they literally had to like get a wheelbarrow and roll them out of there. They were so drunk.
Well, the waitress brings you 2 beers every time she comes by.
Well, they weren't big beers, but still. And it was funny because, or she'd bring you wine to your seat. If you wanted a mixed drink, you had to go get it yourself. But she would bring you beer or wine. And then they would serve until the 7th inning stretch. Okay, so from 2 hours before the game, you could go sit in your seat and just have them bring you food and drink till the 7th inning stretch. Then after that, if you wanted anything to eat or drink, you had to go get it yourself from like the bar or the restaurant underneath. And I think it was like 2 hours after the game, you could sit down there and, you know, eat and drink if you wanted to.
Oh, wow.
Or something. It was wild. And, well, we ate a lot of food that day. We'll just say that much. Yes, Farmer. I believe that's what's been edited about these. Yes. They do hold a fair bit. But yeah, it was a good time. I actually got to go twice to that. Or no, once to that? I think it was one time. No, it was twice. It was super hot though that one time. So everybody else is slamming beers and having the waitress bring them beers, and we're like, bottles of water, lots of them.
Mm-hmm.
She brought us so many bottles of water. Because, you know, you're sitting in a dark green seat, full sun. It was like 105 that day. We were dying, but it was worth the experience, you know. It was good. And you need a wagon? There's no wagons out here.
I think I filled mine up.
Yeah, there's 2 back there that have a standoff going. If you cycle your pipe, you'll get the one that I just had. Trying to tell these guys to go do their thing. Maybe they'll be smart enough to figure out their lives. Probably not, but we can try. Yeah, that's working. Okay. When I go to turn around, I will jump down there and fix those guys. But yeah, it was definitely worth the experience. And then one time, my sister, she used to work for. It's no longer in St. Louis, so I can talk about it. It was a company called U.S. Cellular. Cell phone company, right? They got bought out in St. Louis by Sprint, so she doesn't work there anymore, obviously. And well, they were the cell phone provider of the Cardinals for a couple of years there, so they were like big time sponsors, right?
Yeah.
So they had a suite upstairs. Right behind home plate on the bottom level, I think it was, of the suite. So it was like prime dollar, right?
Yeah.
And I got to go with her twice to that. And the one time it was the like 7th inning, and it opened up. The skies opened up. The rain came down, and it was so bad and it hit so fast that they couldn't even get the tarp all the way on the field. So the third baseline was like not covered by the tarp. And the umpires wanted to finish the game for some reason. It was a close game. I think it was a 1-run game. And next thing we knew, it was like 12:30 in the morning.
Wow.
And they're still trying to get this game in. But it was so bad because the wind and stuff on the tarp, they ended up like driving out lawnmowers and stuff to hold the tarp down.
Wow.
And yeah, and then it took them forever. They basically had to redo the batter's box and pretty much the whole third base line. Because they were underwater at one point. It rained so hard. Oh, is this guy actually stuck on this straw? No. No shot, right? No, okay. The power of the 1050. I thought he was stuck. That straw's definitely not helping. But yeah, that was quite an experience. So we ended up going like upstairs to some like club level that we technically weren't supposed to at Busch Stadium. And we like found the last cheeseburger that they had, like found some food because it was getting late. We were hungry.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. Well, and then I was also at Busch Stadium for the tornado that time too.
Oh wow.
It wasn't really a tornado. It was a tornado. Sirens were going off. Let's just say that much. And it ended up being just basically a straight line wind event. But it was in 2006. And you know how you have like the concourse around like behind the seats, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have those openings that where you can just walk out to the seats, right?
Right.
Well, that acted like a funnel for the wind. And so like the beer carts and stuff were just flying through like crowds of people. And there's shots of people trying to like run through that. Well, it's raining sideways through there with like, 60-mile-an-hour winds going through the stadium, and it was wild. We were up on the upper deck. We ended up in the concourse. You couldn't move. There were so many people. And, tornado sirens are going off. We're like, this is great. Scully, what's up, man? How you doing today? We're doing. How are you? Well,
Dad would always purchase the cheap seats.
Yeah.
And, but then around the 6th inning,
you'd move down.
If there was nobody in the good seats, the ushers would let us move down as close as we wanted.
Yeah.
So we'd set half the game in cheap seats and the other half in the good seats.
Yep. Well, so any baseball ticket I've ever paid for has been like upper deck cheap seat.
Yeah.
But free tickets, on the other hand, from people's works,
Exactly.
We'll take that all day long. But it was funny because in 2006, there had never been like a severe weather thing at Busch Stadium.
Uh-huh.
So they didn't have like a severe weather plan. So all they told people over the PA was to get out of the stands and go to the concourses. But that's not really safe because it's open air, right? Like, yeah, you have a roof over you, but it's open air.
Yeah.
And so after that, they had like a big, I think they might have brought in like a team and like surveyed everything. And then they started putting up all these signs about like, storm shelter. And it was like every bathroom, every stairwell, like stuff like that. It's like, that they have somewhere to tell the people to go, Because in 2006, they did not have that. And it was kind of sketchy, the whole thing. But it was fine. It worked out in the end.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt or nothing, but actually, we have a statue of Stan Musial. And it's like kind of a famous spot where a lot of people, like, if you're going to meet somebody at Busch Stadium, you always meet them at the Musial statue. And there was like a beer cart that plowed into that statue.
Oh, no.
It like blew out the gate. It was wild. It really was wild. Where the heck is that auger wagon going right now? I don't think they're
not cooperating.
Not at all. No.
I know, my late husband, he worked for a tire manufacturing company.
Okay.
One of the big ones. Number one. And we used to get NASCAR tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And there was one year we got pit passes.
Oh, nice.
That was a lot of fun.
Very nice.
But then when my son got up old enough to enjoy NASCAR, I got booted out of those trips.
Imagine that.
Yeah, but
where your pipe out? We got guys out here. They're just taking a minute to get here.
Well, I'm almost full. I'm like 99.
Well, I know, but they won't come to you if your pipe's not out.
Oh, well, you know what? That's true.
Oh, man. We are currently harvesting soybeans. Soybeans. That's something I've ever actually done, has been to like a race.
The only ones that we would go to would be the Atlanta 500 and the Talladega.
Oh, Talladega would be so much fun. See, my problem with going to a race is there's too many people.
Yeah. There was always lots of people.
Let's be honest. Crowds are okay to a point. And that's, even like going to a baseball game, it's like, I think I'll just watch it on TV. Now, I would, and we've probably missed out for this year. They're probably done with their season. We have like that local baseball team kind of thing.
Right.
And I mean, they play in like a 5,000 seat stadium, and they might draw like 100 people or 200 people. So you can pretty much go anywhere you want and like be alone, you know. And that's pretty nice, actually. We haven't gone in years now, but actually they changed teams or something. They had an issue with the old ownership, so they got a different team in there. And yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming the same like 12 people show up at every game. So yeah, we haven't been since I think 2019, honestly. So it's been a minute. Definitely been a minute. But the old ownership was weird. Like, they would serve, like, and this was part of the way they wanted to run things. They would have, like, a nacho stand, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're, like, the meat for the nachos was just in a crock pot. And it was never hot. It's like, y'all don't understand how crock pots work. They take time. You gotta turn it on a couple hours early, you know?
Yeah.
No. The meat was always cold. The cheese was in a crock pot a lot of times, and it was always cold. And it's like, come on, y'all. Yeah, and you're paying, like, you know, $17 for this thing of nachos, and it's cold.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
I mean, gotta have nachos when you go to a baseball game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They used to serve them in a dog bowl. It was like a paper dog bowl. And it was awesome. They were great, but it was always cold. Like, well, that's kind of unfortunate. And it didn't matter if you went at like the start of the game or like, well, they would close the little nacho hut at like the third inning too. So you had like, you had to go early. Well, when you don't have like that much attendance, they would tend to shut things down, which would just annoy the people that were there.
Right, right.
Oh, and apparently I should have harvested a few soybeans up there, by the way.
Yeah, he's not going to pick it up.
I'm not worried about it. He'll get it eventually if we just let him run the whole field. We just let him reharvest everything.
But you know, if their nachos had been better, they might have had more people come to the game.
Exactly. I mean, the beer was always cold because they, you know, had it on ice a lot of times, so you knew that was cold. I never had a beer there, but I assumed it was cold. You got to have cold beer and hot nachos.
Hot nachos, exactly.
Baseball game. The chow, you know, it's not that hard. But yeah, that old owner, he put his nose in places, like he was a micromanager basically, and, you know, let the food guys handle the food, you know?
Exactly.
But no, yeah, it was weird. Very, very strange. Because it used to be affordable. You could get a ticket for like $5.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, food wasn't terrible. I mean, most of the time we used to eat before we would go. You know, 6 o'clock game or something, you know. No big deal to go grab something to eat before you go. And then you're not that hungry at the game. And, you know, you could go hang out at a baseball game for really not that much money. It was a good time, but they just...
I know my grandmother would always try to feed us before we went to the Braves games, and I'm like, no, I'm having hot dogs. No, there's nothing like ballpark hot dogs.
Yep. I used to always get like the loaded nachos, no jalapenos. So basically, it was like meat and cheese, and they'd give you sour cream.
Man. No, you gotta have the the jalapenos.
No, I don't do spicy.
Oh, I love jalapenos.
No. Definitely not. And then at least here in St. Louis, you know, you always had Coke, so it's always, you know, gotta have a soda.
Yeah, same thing in Atlanta.
Well, obviously in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, that's where Coke was invented. So, I mean,
I've been there.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, we went to the tour, the factory thing and museum and stuff. Yeah. Yep. Or it's not really a factory tour, is it? The Coke experience.
It used to be a kind of sort of a factory tour.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I remember we went one year from school, and I remember they showed us how they washed the bottles. This is back
Yeah.
on glass bottles because, you know, I'm old.
I wasn't going to say it.
I just said it for you. You were thinking it. But, they showed us how they washed and sterilized the Coke bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to see them refilling them and capping them.
I got you. Okay.
Of course, we got little samples of Coke. And they even had those wax bottles.
Oh, really?
That had Coke in them. Yeah. It's pretty neat.
I don't remember. So they had like a 4D movie thing when we went. You like sat in a thing and your like seat would shake or something. I don't remember really what that was about. But I don't remember like how much quote unquote like factory. I don't think there was much. It was more like a museum.
Yeah.
And then of course the aquarium's right there too. The
yeah,
Atlanta Aquarium. So we bought the combo ticket, so we did both. Yeah, but that was actually, so we were in Georgia, in Atlanta for my brother's wedding. And we the day of the wedding, we decided to go, because we didn't have anything to do for the wedding, like to help prep or anything. We didn't do anything. So we decided to get up on whatever day that was. I don't remember what day of the week it was. And we had breakfast. I don't remember if we had breakfast at our hotel or I don't remember. But we ended up going to the Coke and the aquarium thing. But we knew we had to get out of there at a certain time so we can, you know, go back to the hotel, get changed, and then go to the wedding, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was an outdoor wedding at a park. There was a pond. It was kind of a whole thing. A lake. Not a pond, but a lake. And so we like kind of rushed through the aquarium and kind of rushed through the Coke thing, and we go back to the hotel and we're all kind of scrambling and rushing to get changed, you know, and so we rush over to the park and we're right on time. And my brother's there.
Mm-hmm.
But his to-be wife was not there.
Uh-oh.
She was like 2 hours late.
Oh, no.
For her own wedding.
Wow.
And the whole time, somebody was part of the family. We'll just say that much. And it was not me. The whole time kept saying, if I would have known she was going to be this late, I would have used the bathroom before we left the hotel. Because they were holding it in, you know. And we're all laughing because it's funny, you know.
Yeah.
And the person was kind of miserable. So.
And your brother's standing up there thinking, yep, she's dumped me.
I don't remember.
Dumped at the altar.
I think he was cool with her being late. I think they had talked. She was just late getting ready. And then it was super low budget, low key wedding, which is fine. It's great. If I ever do get married, I would like to have a low key.
Right.
You know, not the big church thing with thousands of people. But she did a Kim Kardashian. She changed her dress at the reception. You know, you can't have one wedding dress. You got to have two nowadays, you know.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. You change at the reception. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is 15 years ago. 10 years ago, something. Whenever they got married. I don't know when it was.
Times have changed.
I guess. I don't know. It was kind of funny. It's all right. But it was great. There was all of us from Missouri, and we stayed in one corner of the reception, and then there was the people from Atlanta, and nobody talked. We all just kept ourselves through the whole thing. But yeah, it was
people from Missouri on one side and people from Atlanta on the other side.
Pretty well, yeah. That's pretty much what it was. What field work who's done? Who's that? It's AR. Oh, he is sitting over there. Okay, I see him now. Okay, I'll get him later. Trent, what's going on? Trent, I did see your DM. I'll take care of it later. For the record, how's harvest today? Oh, he's here. What? What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for a ride.
Oh. All right. So you haven't farmed yet today, have you? Or have you? Been farming?
We've done like this one patch of beans, and then we had to do a whole clean out process.
Oh, that's right. You're switching to organic corn, right?
Yeah, we're doing my family's corn, and then we'll be done with organics.
I got you. So that's when you get to like crawl inside the combine with a vacuum?
I don't.
Oh, okay. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Well, it's bapping.
We usually just use one of those big trail behind air compressors.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Almost bought one of those the other day.
On an auction.
That's another story for another day.
Hello, Trent.
I can't. Or hi, Roomba.
I'm pretty sure for the price it went for, Trent, you would have bought the thing.
They're handy, but man, are they loud.
Yeah. 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 It was...
So when you're harvesting organic corn, does everything have to be a certain way? I mean,
No, you
like-
just harvest that organic corn the same way everybody else harvests corn.
Well, yes, but like he's saying, Kimmy, they got to clean the combine out first.
right.
Yeah, so
So-
if you're going from, let's say, seed beans to organic corn,
Yeah.
you gotta blow the combine out, get a vacuum at the unload auger, clean the grain cart out, clean the grain trucks out,
Yeah.
make sure
there's-
there's not a single,
Kernel of
Like-
other stuff in there.
yeah.
pretty much.
Because if you want to sell a crop as organic, you have
Right,
to
it can't
kind of,
have any.
yeah, you kind of have to jump through the hoops. And what is it, 3 years, Trent? You have to plant organic.
You gotta plant, well, year 1 and 2 is, I guess, classified as non-GMO, if I remember right.
Okay. Yeah.
And then year 3 is when you go to
Organic.
organics.
Yeah. So that's when you can start. Because organic, I'm assuming, comes with a price premium, right?
Oh yeah.
Which, you know, hey, you might make $4 this year because corn sucks.
And like some of those seed beans, like the guy that I helped,
Yeah.
he was, I don't know what the price his contract is, but I know the premium was like $4 or $6.
Oh, seed beans. Yeah, you can make money growing seed beans. Guys here did it a couple years ago. It was for late beans after wheat. And like the guy from the seed company came out and he's like, well, I don't want those weeds over there. They had some weeds in a patch. And so they like harvested these patches all weird and basically got the seed beans done and put in the bin. And then they went back and finished them and you know, harvested the weeds.
That sounds like today.
Yeah.
Now,
We put
what,
one clean truck, the one I put, and then wheat patches and straight to the elevator.
now, what do they use organic corn for? I know they don't use it for the ethanol, do they?
No, not organic.
Ethanol is like your regular, like
Right.
yellow corn.
Organic corn's going to go into anything that's corn based that's organic at a grocery store. So like organic corn chips
Okay.
or
Gotcha.
organic taco shells, right?
Okay.
That kind of stuff. Yeah. So you got to handle that all together different. Take that precaution to, like I said, clean your combine out, all kinds of stuff.
Kind of have to do the same thing with your grain bins as well.
Yeah. I
Right.
can see that. Yeah.
Like your grain bins, you pretty much got to have where you can essentially eat right off the bin floor.
Are you only allowed to store them for so long, or?
Store them like any other crop, really.
Okay.
Just
Interesting.
if you're gonna store them like in the summer, before you put grain in, you put like it's just like almost like baby powder almost.
Is it lime?
No, it's Terra Earth or something.
Oh, it's oh God, what's that called? Terratinate something earth.
Yes, That's it.
It's ground up. God,
Bones, right?
ground up what?
Ground up bones.
It's coral, like coral reefs from the ocean. It's ground up coral, I believe. Diatomaceous earth. That's what it's called. It stops bugs, is what it does. So it's ground up so fine that like it doesn't hurt humans, but if you have any kind of bug, it gets like it cuts them up from. It basically kills them by cutting them up from the outside in.
Yeah, bugs. They don't like that.
Yeah, diatomaceous earth, I believe is what it's called. I just learned about this stuff like I don't know, a year ago. Kind of interesting.
It's very messy.
I kind of want to like
the dust.
I kind of want to spread a whole bunch of it out in the pumpkin patch next year. Well, we have problems. Yeah, we have a lot of problems with bugs, and they're out there crawling around, and it wouldn't hurt, and it's pretty cheap too, actually.
Oh, definitely wouldn't hurt.
Well, you know, getting the old man to try something new sometimes is difficult. Although we did all right this year on bugs. I mean, I've
been meaning to ask, did you ever get the chance to put the mint?
He did spray that a couple of times, I think. I don't know that it made a difference. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Basically, so I used to do all the spraying of the pumpkins, all the bug spraying, right? And I don't know why a couple years ago he just decided it was his job now. And I'm like, okay, because I don't really like eating all the chemicals, you know? And so the only thing I can really tell y'all is that in the back of the side-by-side all summer long, there was the mint, there was a bug spray called 7, there's a bug spray called 8. Yes, they're literally called 7 and 8. It's 2 different bug sprays.
I've used the 7.
Yeah, 7's very, very, very common. There was another bug spray and another bug. So there's like 5 different bug sprays. And basically what he would do is every time he would spray for bugs, he would just use a different chemical or a different spray. And try to...
I think you're supposed to, aren't you?
Yeah, you're not supposed to just use the same one.
Yeah, you have to rotate them, yeah, because they get immune to it.
Yeah. So, plus... This year was our 2nd year, maybe 3rd year. We started using like a fungicide for the fungus, and I didn't realize this, but those little cucumber beetles that we get so many of, they actually bring on the fungus. They're the fungi. They carry the fungus.
One of those dirty little things.
So if you can stop them, then you'll stop your fungus. And
yeah.
So yeah, we put. I don't know how many times he sprayed fungicide on. I don't know. Like I said, I don't do the spraying anymore. So all I know is they get sprayed a lot, and when the plants are really little, we'll use 7 dust.
Right.
And literally cover the plants where you can't see the plant anymore.
Right.
But then you come back.
That's usually what we did.
Yeah, you come back an hour later and you can't see the ground for all the dead bugs.
Exactly.
Yeah, thanks for that follow as well. 1 minute old account. Uh-oh. Welcome to Twitch. Probably a robot. Did I say that out loud?
Or a troll.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, so it's kind of a whole thing, and we did get, you know, every pumpkin patch is gonna have like white, kind of silvery white looking leaves towards the end of the year. It's it's fungus, and we did have a fair bit of that in our patch, but
that's something we never did grow was pumpkins. Now we tried our luck with watermelon, but we never really had any good watermelon.
We used to grow a lot of watermelon, a lot of cantaloupe.
I think watermelon needs a lot of rain, don't it?
I mean, it's kind of in the name, yeah.
And in Alabama in the summertime, you don't get a lot of rain.
Yeah. Actually, we didn't grow cantaloupe. We grew what's called a muskmelon. It's pretty close to a cantaloupe, but not quite.
Yeah.
And that's because that's what Grandpa likes. So we used to grow that. Grow a ton for him. That one year we actually, and this would never happen today, but we had so many and Grandpa wanted it. And he was in the nursing home. He wanted muskmelon so bad. So we actually got a hold of like the kitchen staff at the nursing home. And they said, and we said, you know, could we bring one into him? And he said, well, you have to bring enough for everybody. Like
Lord.
our staff will prepare it and stuff. And we said, all right, bet. So we did. We took enough in for everybody.
Well, you know, they're like children. If they see one with
Well,
something,
yeah.
everybody wants it. So
I just thought it was funny. And like today, they would never let you bring something in like that.
no.
This has been a lot of years ago though that Grandpa was in a. Let's see, Grandpa died in 2005.
Yeah.
So yeah, been a minute, you know. This was like early 2000s when this happened. Where are the auger wagons?
I've got one.
And
Well, I
Kinda
will be
being a
back
hog with him.
later.
all right, try and have fun farming.
Oh, I will.
Bye.
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 Oh goodness. I guess your guy's coming right to me. There's the other ones I think are unloading or something.
Yeah, I put my
What they're doing.
arm down, so he's
It's
probably
all-
coming to you.
It's all good. I'm only 45%. Yeah. It was just funny that they're like, well, sure, bring it all in. Bring enough. Actually, I think that was when he was in assisted living, even not quite the full-on nursing home.
Mm-hmm.
Because he decided to mess up his back really bad, and he couldn't stay at home anymore. So
Yeah.
it was kind of a whole thing. Or was that when he broke his hip? I can't remember. He kind of went through a lot there for like a couple months. He like messed up his back, and then he fell on the driveway and broke his hip. And then it was like, all right, we gotta, yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta get some help. But that's all right. All right. But that man, Grandpa could pick a watermelon, and he could use his cane to tell if it was ripe.
All the older people can.
Oh yeah.
I can't tell if they're ripe. I
Well,
never
but
guess
a
right.
lot of people, they like take their thumb and they kind of thump the.
Right, yeah.
No, he would do that with his cane, so he didn't have to bend over.
Smart me.
I know. They still have follow 3-hour-old account. Well, that's better. Let's go. We still have his cane, by the way. Dad just oiled it the other day, like an old wooden cane. Actually, when Dad was going through his like hip issue before he had a hip replacement, he used Grandpa's old cane, like on a daily basis.
Yeah.
For a while. That was kind of funny. Grandpa mostly had his cane. He originally got his cane for sorting hogs. He would use that to sort hogs. Back in the,
I never.
the day.
Both my grandfathers were gone before I was born.
Were they?
I missed out on having a grandfather.
Yeah, I only had the one. The other one died 9 months before my parents got married. So I never got to know him or anything, obviously. Since I'm the last kid, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, none of us got to know him. But he was the grandpa. He was in the war, World War II. Yeah, he fought in Germany and stuff. So I believe he was in the Battle of the Bulge.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, there was one time we were at Grandma's and he was going through stuff just because we found this whole box of like newspaper clippings and like some letters from him that had like stuff blacked out from the army, you know, because he was talking about where he was and stuff. It was kind of interesting. But yeah. But it was the whole thing. He what did he have? Something with his heart.
Yeah.
Aorta, something with the aorta.
Embolism.
Yeah, probably. Which nowadays I don't think is nearly as much of a big deal, right?
Yeah, it can be. I mean.
Yeah. But it can also be treated today, right?
Right, yeah.
Back in that day.
My dad's father, he died from complications, injuries that he received in an automobile accident.
Oh.
Well, my dad, I think my dad was like 16, 17 years old when he died. And my mother's father, I don't remember how he died, but I know she was like 14 when he passed away.
Oh, wow.
So
the truck was not being filled, so the mother bin's full, and there were 2 wagons sitting here full.
Ah.
That's why we don't have any auger wagons, by the way.
That would explain it.
That would explain a lot. And actually, why don't you go turn the other way?
Okay.
We're going to hit this other combine over here.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was getting close.
Yeah, it's real close. We're actually, almost done with this field already. Let's go. I'm here for it. By the way, I will not be doing a bonus stream tonight, because if I did, it'd be satisfactory. I got so much work to do on that game. It's like a full-time job. Satisfactory. I'm telling you. I was actually scrolling around Twitch last night before I went to bed, so like 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't ask. And which I don't. It was weird. I was scrolling through like the satisfactory category, and there were a bunch of like American English speaking people that were starting their streams at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Go to bed? I'm so confused. So I mean, it's 4 o'clock East Coast, but like, I don't know. I was just like, that's weird.
Yeah. Was it like 1 o'clock in the morning West Coast or midnight?
Yeah, but still, that's like late to start.
Oh yeah, it is.
I don't know. Maybe people like are just used to getting up early, and I don't know. It was interesting. But man, seeing the spaghetti that some people make on that game, oh my goodness.
I am not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch.
No.
I mean, that just.
I would hope not.
No.
Yeah, it was something.
Yeah, they would have to be really something before I'd get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and watch somebody stream.
But I'm assuming that's just when these people stream, so like that's where there's there's people around the world watching Twitch. So there were a lot of like Aussies that were starting up around that time too.
Right.
Which makes sense for them because it was like 7 p.m. or something. So. But it was interesting. I watched a few minutes of a couple different streams last night. This one guy, I don't know how he knows what's going where. This factory, it was built in like a canyon, and he would have like a couple foundations sticking out of the sidewall of the canyon, and he would have like a manufacturer sitting there. But his conveyor belts might come from like, 3 miles away that direction. But first they have to go to like 10 other places, and the spaghetti he had was just incredible. Yeah. Like, I'm not picking on it. It was awesome to see, honestly. And it's like, I would never build that way, but like, man, it was cool to see it.
Yeah, well, that's just, it's like with any game, you play it the way you play it, and everybody plays different.
Exactly, yep. There's
no 2 people play the same way.
Many ways to count to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So it was definitely cool seeing it. Because, I just forget that's like possible in that game. If you want to make a bowl of spaghetti, you can do that. That's pretty cool. Or if you want to build a factory that's probably not going to run efficient, you can do that too.
That would be me.
Cough, cough, that thing I was building last night.